Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I tell you what, I have the best job in the entire world. I am in the midst of some of the best Paralympic athletes in the world. They're part of Team USA. And so they're here for Adaptive Spirit. It's the 22nd annual. It's this really amazing event that, Andrew, I feel like you will probably say this a little bit better for me. Andrew Kirka, he's part of the Alpine team. What is Adaptive Spirit for us?
So Adaptive Spirit is the largest fundraiser of the season for the U.S. Paralympic Alpine, Nordic, and snowboard teams. And what it does is it raises the funds for our season expenses, for us to get to travel and compete, and for us to get to train around the world to become pretty much essentially the best team in the world. And so that's what we're here. We're here with one of the largest cable industries in the nation. Like, this is one of the largest meetings, and we all get together and they raise funds to try to help make a difference for our season. And you know, that's as simply as it is. You know, I was a 13-year-old in a four-wheeler accident, a wrestler prior, and I broke my back. You know, I became paralyzed, and now I'm a sit skier. And you know, I'm sure a lot of people, like locals here in Vail and everything, they get a chance to see us out on the hill every so often, ripping it up. And that's what this event really is all about: is showcasing not just our spirit, but the professionalism and you know, the adaptive spirit that we can bring into it, and to showcase that to other people who have recently been injured, to make a difference for them, and you know, to be the best in the world. It gives us a chance to still pursue our dreams. And I know Oksana Masters, Andy Soul, and Keith Gable, these guys, they're you know, all athletes in their own respect, and they all have their own stories.
Right. Now, you guys, let me just clarify. These guys all just, so many medals, so many podiums. You really are the best in the world. And so, Andy and Oksana, so you're part of the Nordic team. And so how does Adaptive Spirit, how does that help to benefit you in your training?
You know, running a top of the line world-class cross-country ski team is an expensive job. There's a lot of expenses, a lot of travel, there's a lot of equipment. Our team takes care of a lot of stuff for us, and the money to do that comes from events like this, from this event primarily. It's hugely helpful to us, and it's we're so thankful to the people that are here and the people who support us.
Yeah, and to build on that a little bit, like because of Adaptive Spirit, we're able to be on snow for 10 months out of the year. 10 months out of the year, and that's because our sport requires, it's a sport-specific sport you have to do, and strength and everything. And we go to indoor ski tunnels or underground ski tunnels when in the summer and stuff like that, and we would not be able to do that without that kind of support.
Oh my gosh, that is like a whole other interview. But really quickly, how did both of you become Paralympic athletes?
So I was in the Army and injured in Afghanistan in 2005. And almost immediately exposed to dozens of Paralympic sports during my stay in the hospital. But Nordic skiing is the one, and biathlon are what really did it for me. And here I am 10 years later competing on the U.S. team.
And Oksana, how about you?
I started in rowing first in the summer sport. I prefer the tan and the ghostly white snow stuff. But I started when I was 13, and it kind of grew to that competitive drive, and found out about the Paralympics, and went to London 2012. And then after London, I got an opportunity to try Nordic skiing and fell in love with it. So water to frozen water, there's definitely a pattern there.
Right. And then Keith Gable, you are one of the most decorated snowboarding athletes on the Paralympic team. And so just, oh my gosh, there's not enough time, but really quickly, how did you become Paralympian, and why is this event really important to you?
Well, I lost my leg in 2005 due to an industrial accident. Had 2,000 pounds worth of hydraulic pressure, crushed my foot for over 15 minutes. Following multiple surgeries, blood transfusions, yada, 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 had to have it amputated. And my one goal, as soon as I found out I was going to lose a part of my leg, was how long till I can get back on snow? You know, when can I get on my snowboard again? And so from that day till now has been nothing but a pursuit of happiness and joy on snow, and, you know, helping progress a sport. So for me, this event is really cool because not only do we get to come out and have fun and raise some funds for next season? But we get to meet the people that are directly responsible for the donations and for the sponsorships. And I kind of like to say, you know, we get to meet the team behind the team. You know, without these people, it's not possible. You know, everyone hears, oh, you're a professional skier, you're a professional snowboarder. They expect us to be in that 1% club where you make, you know, a couple $100,000 a year, maybe $1 million, whatever. You know, we're just trying to figure out where we're going to get dinner the next night. So it's one of those things. It's really awesome for us to come out and meet these guys, because mountain towns aren't cheap. And a lot of us live there to train full time, and without the funds that we get from these guys, it's not possible. So, yeah, that's really what this event means to me, is come out and say hi to everybody and thank you for their gracious donations.
Well, listen, there's just not enough time. So if you want to learn more about these amazing athletes, amazing event, adaptivespirit.com for more information, and you can actually donate to help them pursue their dreams. You guys, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Coming up next, we have to check in with our weather, and I'll be here chatting. So, all right, see you guys in a little bit.